Hello, guys, and welcome everyone to today's special event. Not on R Factor 2 for now, but on Automobilista. Guys, we are checking a new game in our library. For those of you that have watched Mitchie's Esports Diaries, I said I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I bought this AMS2. And I still need to fix the... Yes, of course I need to do. Bear with me real quick, please. Existing AMS2. Awesome. Yeah, so I still had to get the game sound on this procedure. So, guys, it is the first time with me being in the game. I need some help. I have set up controls. I've done a small test drive last night. I wanted to upgrade some of these settings here. No VSync. Yes, that a bit higher. That can go higher as well. Maximum visible vehicles, I put down 20. I want to get, you know, most of the details out of the game. So I hope it's not going to be laggy. We put a little bit of motion blur, detailed grass. Oh yes, we want to have detailed grass. Is that it? Oh. First particle level off. Considerably high settings. We're gonna check out on these. MSA off and use post AA instead. Okay. Off post AA. FXAA or SMAA? I'll leave the super sampling off for SMAA. Okay, copy. Alright. Okay, audio, just leave it as it is. Post-processing filters on. Exterior flare. Bloom on. Yeah, just leave that for the moment. Menu music off. I kinda hear you. I appreciate the R Factor 2 menu music a lot more. Anyway, we are asked to restart the game to have the full changes in service. So here we go. Restarting that. Okay, and then I think we should be able to hit the track. I know that you guys are going to ask me straight, how do I find it compared to R Factor 2? And for that reason, it may be full of sense for you, or rather not. But I'm going to jump into a test day. I'm going to jump into a GT3 that I know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the Mercedes, to be honest. Ah, look at this. Some German flags. Let's go. And regarding the track, though, I should take something that is equally available in RF2. Virginia. Virginia is in that Riser Studio track pack. Interlagos, Imola, Ibarra. I've never raced Ibarra, I think. Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm gonna take VIR. Yes, Vindis, I've figured that out, but because we do not have the Evo in R Factor 2, I decided to go with a non-Evo. Yes, clear. We're gonna go with that for the moment. Last question. do we have possibilities to adjust the HUD? And I tell you what I mean. Is it normal that I don't have pit control? Yes, this is the Gen 1 car, and I purposely took the Gen 1 car. I have a couple of questions before we get going with the driving. Press escape and I can edit the HUD. How can I edit? Edit HUD layout. Oh my. Oh. Yeah. So that's closer potential. Yep. Can be here. This one should be probably here for the moment. I take that over there. Just don't want this to be so far away, you know. And then someone... That is a penalty sheet. Put that here. And then someone tell me why this... Yep, that is alright. Someone please tell me why this gadget is not centered. Like, why on earth would you not have it centered? Yeah. Anyway. Put this here. Save. That's fine for the moment. Webcam overlay bottom. Okay. Bear with me. Options. Edit HUD. I can put it over here. Should be good, right? Save. Back. Exit. Not that. Exit. Resume. So then, you guys know me. I am suspicious. Okay, that looks like no latency at all. Yes, I have prepared a couple of biggie boys. So this track should be originally from our Factor 2 as well. Sound is loud, audio too loud. Copy. We press escape. I haven't obviously done some optimizations there, so we reduce AMS2. And you guys try listening again. Where is the FFP spec? Is audio better now? Why is there no info on the wheel display? Probably because I have not turned on the telemetry settings yet on SimHub. If someone knows how to get this working, let me know quickly, then we put it in. Turn up the audio a bit more. Copy, copy. If someone can help me with enabling the HUD, then and the LEDs I probably need to copy or create a... Okay, this chassis is moving around. Yes, Totkno, I think I've done that, so let me see. Options. Sorry, I got distracted there for a moment. Yeah, we quickly go back. Back. Exits. Yes, retire. Main menu. UDP frequency to 1. I'm still a bit lost. System, shared memory, project cars, UDP frequency 1. That should be it. I will quickly restart the game anyway. Devices, LEDs, profiles manager, any game. I will still load the Formula Pro one, or actually, because we got Mercedes AMG, let's try this and see what happens. I'm gonna put this upwards in case that I need it, and then I'm going to fire up the game again. It's Antonio, absolutely. We have saved your money on this. Restart the game and SimHub. Oh no, I haven't restarted SimHub, I'm afraid. Yes, I think I have the lovely dash installed. Let me get back into... Everything's gone. Where is the Mercedes? McLaren, Mercedes, select livery, yes, select, back. I want to keep with VIR, because most recently I drove that. So, let's see if we got a dash available. Belukai, thank you for the follow, welcome. Ah, now I'm in the race. I F this up badly. This looks good. Interesting braking lights of the AI. Yeah, I haven't touched the AI, so I don't know how it behaves. I appreciate the sound. What do you guys mean I'm in the wrong GT3s? So you clearly see that this track model has been used in R Factor 2 as well. Do I have turned on some weird head movements? Yes guys, and I have, on purpose, taken the old GT3. Because R Factor 2 has also only the old GT3 Mercedes, and that means I will compare old Mercedes versus old Mercedes. So it's 100% on purpose that I took that old car. Let's turn on the headlights. Can I flash these people? I like the fact that they got this, whatever you call it, helicorsa kind of thing. That's a great feature, I think. So, let me check what else is going on here on the screen. Yeah, I certainly feel that the physics engine, I assume you're talking about, is far away from R Factor 2, to be honest. First impression is car feels fun. I feel some similarities to R Factor 2 though, in terms of being able to slide the rear. I kind of disagree the way this Delta timer is updating like every 1 or 2 seconds with a sequence. I think if you're doing multiplayer racing online and someone is sitting in your draft and you get an update every second regarding the life gap, that's just intimidating. Arguably, I obviously understand that you probably would say in a real-life car you can only guess by virtual distance anyway. So I hear you on that one. So traction control 4. Let's see how the car bites. There is a relative that updates real time. How to enable it? Okay, we're pausing the game on the straight. I mean, it's interesting, you know, like the car's default setup doesn't feel too bad. Okay, pause. Then options. How to turn this on? Set it to full. Yes, I want this to full, 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 full. Oops. Full, full. I love stuff being full. Okay, save. Yeah, I've moved them around to positions anyway already. Something that is very interesting is when I look into this, I can see the current standings, last laps, best laps, what is the status. That's good fun. But how is it when you are online? About the relative, anyway, the relative is going to show more decimals than just 1? Or is it just like AC1 in that regard? So, first comparison to R Factor 2 when it comes to track quality. Guys know that I have set, and I probably need to pause this real quick again, disable some filters on steering wheel profile real quick. What I would consider regarding the track quality, in R Factor 2 you have more feedback on the wheel from the actual track changes and you know, from hitting these curbs. I have to admit that probably having had the filter on the steering options, it now hasn't been a big benefit. But in R Factor 2, all these curbs are like really steep, you know, when you hit them. The car, you can see it visually bouncing over it, but the force feedback doesn't really respond to it. And also the car just seems to more or less visually just taking the bumps, but physically being almost not bothered at all. Now we can argue whether that should be the case in R Factor 2 in the first place, and it's wrong there. But to me, the curbs, as high as they are displayed, as high as they physically should be, are not responding in a way that I would expect them. FX and FFB settings adds road feedback. Okay. Yeah, guys, keep in mind by whatever I'm saying right now, I'm playing this game for the very first time. So we would probably press escape. Controls. Force feedback. FX. Let me put that to 50 then. Try default plus FFB profile. Default plus. Copy. Jay the Ghost. That's great to hear that you know what I'm talking about. It gives me some confirmation on my thoughts. So let's see how this FFB is doing then. I hardly feel any change. Ah, there I felt something now. It's more like dropping off the curb, where the actual force feedback goes stiff and strong instead of actually hitting it. So driving on it, nothing happens. Coming off it, wheel bounces a lot. Sounds. To think about the sounds. Not sure if that Mercedes is sounding 100% perfect. Is there an F1 car? What is an F1 car that we could try? What is nice to hear the traction control working on the car. So you know this this kind of scratching sound. This one. That's a very nice feature. Hero GT, what makes you like AMS more than R Factor 2? What is the reasoning for it? Personally, I think the track quality in R Factor 2 is better in the way a track is physically displayed, the way the track is physically done, the way the track physically feels. Like all these curves and those edges are much more brutal in R Factor 2. They shake the car a lot more. And I mean, you know, you come in here on curves that have visually like a 5 centimeter elevation anyway, so see how the grass feels. Yeah, you can't do that in R Factor 2. R Factor 2 is straight dead. Here you hardly lose any time. So I consider that kind of wrong. I don't know what you can do in the real life. Arguably you can keep that slide in R Factor 2 as well. Formula Ultimate Gen 2 is an F1 car. Okay, I'm gonna have a look with those as soon as I'm done with this race here. Is there any way to see my sector times, my sector interceptions? Apart from when I go over the sector line itself, it's showing me a delta. Yes, Laurie, it did. It did. So guys, don't get me wrong. I think first impression of this game is it deserves a little bit deeper exploration. It deserves a little more time spent on it. Also maybe going into multiplayer or so. Tira, I agree. First impression is that you install the game, you set up your controls, you set up your graphic and HUD settings, and that's kinda it. All board tools, apart from having a dash here and the LEDs obviously, which is board tool of SimHub. So that is certainly a bonus, or certainly a plus for AMS2. Driving wise, I feel like I can go on driving that Mercedes in this default set like for ages. Doesn't feel like something overall too crazy. Obviously I don't know how quick would the lap times need to be with this machine. I again feel that probably drift sliding it is fastest. How this was not a track limit extension is also beyond me. Would you say, guys, the physics is somewhat close to R Factor 2 when it comes to this drift sliding thing? Like rotating the car with the rear. I just feel like I turn in and I can push the car and it doesn't understeer too much, it doesn't oversteer too much at the same time. Broke a bit too late. What I really like on the HUD is the little tire information down there with the bar, with the temperature, with the shape, with the brakes. Probably also the damage model is displayed in there. To me, the ABS makes kind of sense. ABS kind of had to intervene, had to step in a couple of times now. When I'm really heavily on the brakes, where the ABS is not 100% in service, and the car doesn't rotate to the turn. Like last lap I completely went off the track. And how did this not cost me any lap time? I don't know how fast you can drive a real life GT3 car over the grass and accelerate and not lose the time with it. But I think that's not how it is supposed to be. We should at least get some sort of performance penalty from touching the grass there, I think. Yeah, we better get me a GT3 and some budget and a helmet and a racing suit, some coaching, some pills to have no fears. So, is this final lap or one more to go? .43.8. I think the delta time is alright. That shows your lap time compared to... Oops. That's the race done or what? How is it possible to get out of this again? Like in the first place. Here the big grass actually feels fine. Like this grass has no grip whatsoever. That I consider good though. Lorry, finally a crash. He was just waiting for it. Ah man, I mean we have to check, you know. Testing a game. The very first time. And guys, I'm happy to hear your thoughts as well about the game. I'm happy to hear your suggestions, what I should try. Put it in the chat or put it in the comments area below. So if we're doing a stream again and you're watching this video as a video on demand, it can pick up on your thoughts, your opinions, your calls, your suggestions, stuff like that. What I like is the lap time history that we did. Down in the bottom. In the bottom left. Gives you a little bit of an idea what are you doing right now, how are the times developing and stuff like that. Cobra Racing, we're gonna jump into one of the hypercars, that's for sure. Cooldown lap active. So that is the way to tell you that the race is done. Yes, that's proper lawn mowing. The Gen 2 BMW M4 is not an Evo and should be comparable to R Factor 2. You guys agree with that message? Skip cooldown lap. Oh, I resume. I want to see what happens. Is there a guy waving a flag? He's not waving a flag, does he? No, he doesn't. So again, graphically and physically, the tracks in R Factor 2 are done way better. And I say this right now because this Riser Studio Virginia track should be same files in R Factor just for the R Factor 2 engine. And track quality, certainly R Factor 2 to me beats this. The new hypercars in Le Mans. Yes, we're gonna have a look into these. So then I take out the M4, also around Virginia. Decrease fuel mapping low, medium, high, at least 3 maps. Chris 10KL, thank you for your tier 1 subscription on the Twitch channel. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. But no, you could try the LMDh and Le Mans while it's free for the next few days. Yes, we're going to do that. What if I don't box? Nothing. So I go to the pits then. Alex, to my understanding, rFactor 2 released the Riser Pack Studios track pack, which included, but not only, Imola, Interlagos, Virginia, Ibarra, and I think 2 further tracks. Can't remember which ones. So this track should be made out of the same data than the rFactor 2 track. And from that point of view, I am not disappointed. That's not like, I don't know what is the possibilities that you can have for a track with this physics engine. But I consider the rFactor 2 physics engine for the track, both visual quality, physics quality, a different class, a different level, in a better level way. Bindis, I would probably park that idea and get the race with viewers on a date where you guys know what's happening, rather making a community event out of it, you know. Is there a way to take manual control on the pits? In the settings, of course. Let's check these settings. Okay, we exit to the main menu. Okay, manual rolling starts as well. Let me check. First of all, we're quickly gonna jump into the Gen 2 BMW M4, as you guys indicated. Then opponent settings. Gonna put 19. Gonna put a bit more skill level. 105. Player last. Save. So then you guys set settings. Gameplay most likely. So steering assist no. Automatic clutch on, that's fine. Driving assist authentic. No, off. Off. Tire wear authentic. Fuel usage real. Automatic engine start yes. Like penalties on. Manual pit stops, there it was. Radio subtitles off, manual railing start on, manual cooldown lap fine, I'm happy with that. Pit stop cinematic camera, it's okay. Manual pit stop yes, flex. Okay. Display. Hide halo system yes, spotter proximity indicator. I'll turn this on for the moment. Copy. Ah, so Daniel, you indicate to have them on realistic so that I have at least the rights. I see. So back to the gameplay. Driving assist authentic. So when the car has it available. Okay, copy. Set. I think that should be it for the moment. So then I'm gonna jump into a single race. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the 10 laps again. I just want to see how performant the game is with more drivers around. And I want to see how this BMW feels according to you. So I thought I set 7, more than 7 people. Let me see. Probably need to put more settings. Laps. Number of laps. Oh, that's interesting. 5. Standing. No mandatory pit stop. I will turn it on, just 4 tires. Schedule full course yellow. Interesting. Get me a wedge. Now get me a dump track. Maybe I get some spray. Number of laps. Save. Where is the number of opponents? That's very intuitive here. Opponent settings. Number 19. Save. Start. I will go and do a lap with the Formula Ultimate around Spa. And then I'm gonna jump into the Porsche LMDh. And then I'm gonna call it a stream already for exploring on Automobilista 2. I think that is the so-called proximity warning, right? When it's red and stuff. Oh, the proximity warning is that little arrow on the bottom. Okay, I see that. Mandatory pit window is open, so I box. Sense. It's interesting how the raindrops just simply disappear without a wiper. That is a bit off or odd. Probably should have put heavy wets as well to see if stuff is working. Whoops! I killed him. Okay, strategy. Soft slick. Oh, there is a dry line. Missed it. Oh, oh, oh. Oof, the FFB is a bit sudden route though. The track seems not wet anymore anyway. At this stage. The wipers off. And then box. Come with fresh slicks. Can I see what kind of compound I'm having on right now? Hit speed limit 80, but I'm doing 60. Yeah. You're kidding, right? Can I push you? Can I... What? Funny. It didn't change any tires though, did it? In the telemetry hut. Ooh. Isn't that down there the telemetry hut? Okay, I consider this test failed. Bonk. This is very accurate though. Like the grass. Wet grass. Parked myself in so nicely. I thought I did. Yes. Wet grass it is. Alright. I like the way the grass is modeled. Because we have to consider that the grass was wet, so... Anyway, as promised, next up, Formula Gen 2 around Silverstone, just 2 or 3 laps. There is telemetry window in which you can see car power, suspension, tire load, and FFB. Yeah, okay, I want to check this out. Test day. Formula. What? Oh, that's vintage, that's not what I'm after. Formula Ultimate Gen 2. Yes. Looks like a legit F1 car. Silverstone. Test day. Alright, and then we do 2 laps. Before we do 2 laps though, setups. Help me a bit with the setups. Steering lock, brake bias, front downforce, the roll bar. Is that everything that you can set? Oh, advanced setup. Automatic by weather. How is minimum tire pressure working here? Asking for a friend. Caster, camber, ride height, spring rate. What? You can't set these. Oh, no, I can. Because nonsense matrix. Ah, Centra. Okay. Wait, front left, rear center, rear right? Skyline design, thank you for your subscription. Oh. No, wait, I don't get this. So I get those three. As they are kind of centered, but is there six-way suspension in an F1 car? Okay, I need tons of time to get into this. It's noted. Drivetrain, gears. It's like a good amount of stuff to set on the car. Anyway. Drive. Back. Drive. Scene. Sorry. Oh no, guys, this is not an F1 car. Oh yeah, I disagree. It is weird to handle. I should never be able to get that corner with missing that apex. It's hard. The seating is not possible in real life. These tires feel being like too huge as well. That's a very odd way of the car sliding. It feels the front is biting, the rear is sliding, but the car's overall holding on. Yeah, Cops is easy flat. I mean, yeah, I know it's now an invalidated lap time, but look at Maggots, Baggots, and Chapel. Like, I'd just throw the car around corners with no pressure. I would have died in any F1 car on our Factor 2, period, 100%. Let's see if we can build the bats. Yes, we can. One more lap. Just to try. Also, personally, I don't like the sound of this F1 car. Doesn't sound like a real F1 car. So it's just a telemetry hut. So that was no cut, yeah, copy. I mean, I think I'm over driving the tire anyway, looking at the way it nice animations, the way it's wearing out. Steering wise, that is a bad experience to me. What would you say is the thing they need to fix most? Yeah, the physics I consider, on the F1 car at least, I consider them it's hard to say. I think AC1 has better physics, to be all honest. Aero model has big problems, yeah. Right. Guys, welcome now to the update here for Automobilista 2. We have received a Porsche 963 hypercar to test, as this is the new update and it's available only for a limited amount of time, so of course we're gonna give it a shot. Porsche 963 LMDh car, full liveries available. We're gonna take the Penske standard Porsche livery, and of course we are taking out the car around Le Mans here on a test day session. No button boost, no DRS, TC, and actually I think a hybrid system as well are the key features of this hypercar. And we are exploring this hypercar around Le Mans for the next 20 minutes, roughly. I'm gonna load up the car with full fuel, just to see what it's at. 110 liters, steering lock. I want to save the tires a bit, so put them down. Advanced setup, drivetrain. Is there anything? Radiator, boost pressure, clutch LSD. Is there a hybrid system even? I'm not sure if there is a hybrid. There was a hybrid on the F1 car, but to me it doesn't seem there is a hybrid in the first. Make sure my ERS mode buttons are mapped. I have an ERS mode button mapped here. I'm not sure if I have a deploy button. Let me maybe just quickly check that. Options, controls, edit assignment, vehicle, ERS mode decrease, boost. Yes. And then where is that hub telemetry hub thing that you said? Hot view. Hey Bruno. Okay, anyway, guys, we're gonna hit the track. Build off auto balanced attack qualify. Keep it balanced for the moment. Oof. That's an interesting way of the car moving around the turn. The camera bouncing bugs me a lot, apparently, yes. Also that it keeps sticking to a horizon. But what bugged me the most right now was the way the car turned into Tête Rouge. I like the sound though. I like the sound of the hypercar. I got too much wing it seems and hardly hitting 7th gear. Car takes the curb like it doesn't exist. If I'm not mistaken, the R Factor 2 track version is laser scanned as well, right? Yes, Vindis, I'm going to race R Factor 2 after this, yeah. Okay. It's interesting. Nice tire squealing sounds. One test. Telly, Happy New Year as well. Where flat spots? Flat spots, anyone? And bugs. Where was that yellow light? Ah, there are some flat spots apparently. Very, very tiny little one. Very tiny. Much more when turning the car around. Did you hear a jump? Just that little bit. Let's see how it goes through the Porsche curves. Yeah, here there is some proper rattling going on. Question, is it costing us performance though? Or is it just some inconvenience in the steering wheel? Hardly any rattling when going over that exit curb thing. I mean, it's hard to compare this track compared to the R Factor 2 laser scanned version, where you can take the Porsche, the Ford chicanes is way too easy. Anyway, let's do a lap. Sound is kinda okay, the graphics overall look alright to me, yes. Well, I'm not making a lap on these tires, look at these. Almost 60% off. So I return to pits, quickly going into the setup. Advanced setup, suspension, where is the wing? Where is the wing? Rear downforce. Take it off. All the way to the back. Yeah, that's enough. We just drive it. Willie78 Wilfried. Hello. Yes, state of tires were bad, hence we changed. Aye. Can you stop bouncing? Brake bias almost centered. That way they shouldn't look up that quickly. And obviously no rear wing means maximum speed. It also means some grip that's missing. Let's see if we can drive it. Let's see what is the top speed then. I can't drive it without rear wing. Kind of. ERS mode at qualify. Okay, that is a bit overdone. So, to the pit box, edit setup, get me at least one click of rear downforce. Can I change something on the gears? Yes, can shorten them. It should leave it for the moment. Right. Nice sound of the hybrid. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this little adventure here we have on Automobilista 2. Guys, if you do so, please hit the like button on the video. Please subscribe us on the YouTube channel for more Automobilista 2 content in the future. We will come back to this game. I want to give it a little bit of a chance. I have to probably put away a lot of my die-hard sim racing experience though, because I have to admit the cars feel pretty dull. Like FFB is not really a help. The way the car turns into Terre Rouge, like I turn in a little bit and suddenly the car just goes around. This is not what I consider being correct. There should be understeer in the car, especially if you go over a little bit of a crest. There should certainly not be this sharp turning momentum to the right. I think I have invulnerability on for the moment, which is fine. FFB gain is strong. It's very dangerous to keep holding on to the steering wheel. Regarding killing the wrists. I appreciate the sound of the Porsche. I'm not quite sure why we have a full RPM meter if only like 2/3 of it are used. I mean, that makes not too much sense overall, but okay. Anyway, let's try to put a little bit of a resume. That said, we consider the Porsche is not available on R-Factor 2. Hypercars and R-Factor 2 is only Funval, Cadillac DPI. What I like about this car is the sound for sure. I can see myself enjoying the interior of the car, the love of detail that's been put on the model. The steering wheel dashes, they work perfectly fine. The latency, there's close to no latency, as you can see. Maybe a little bit. I appreciate the work, the high amount of details they have put into these cars. I can enjoy the sound for a longer time of driving. That as well. Putting the brake bias back forwards a bit. You want me to drive the Cadillac as well? Is the Cadillac available too? I think it should be. Is the TC cutting in a lot at Porsche curves for you? We'll check that in a moment. So yeah, that's it about the visuals. That's it about the sound. Track visuals to me are fine, but nothing special. The problem is, to me, the TC can't really cut in because I keep spinning before it's triggered. So I return to the pits. I edit the setup. I take away FFB gain because it's driving me crazy. And then I take back... Where is the wing? Downforce. I think it was here somewhere. Actually, let me check minimum tire pressures because it's an R factor 2 thing. I know it's not R factor 2 physics anyway, but I just want to see the difference. Back to the we had before. The right height. Yeah, I mean, again, I would need to build a setup. I would need to go and dig deeper into this. Basically reviewing it after 1 hour of practice and actually running out of time. So I will skip the caddy or just give it a sound check. I just want to do 1 lap with this car here. So yeah, we've spoken about the visuals, we've spoken about how I consider track physics, how I consider track visuals. Part of the track visuals, especially the grass, looks much better than an R factor 2. Overall, track details, to me they do not look better than an R factor 2. In fact, additionally, track visuals and track physics to me are worse than an R factor 2 by a long shot. R factor 2 tracks have a lot more detail that is being transferred to the car through the FFB, through the car shaking. Like, you know, the car's shaking right now, but steering wheel is hardly shaking, right? Just a little bit. That would be way more violent and way more full of detail on RF2. Beyond that, curbs. You can see how easy you can take them here. Yes, it shakes the car a little bit, but in R factor 2, the car would be really shaken through. So, personally I believe track quality in terms of physics, track quality in terms of details, with the exception of grass and surroundings, R factor 2 top notch. Way better than this. The surroundings, and especially the grass here in AMS2, is superior compared to R factor 2 though. Looks better to me. Sounds. Enjoyable. Whether better or worse probably depends on the car. Mercedes I think sounds better in RF2. Porsche I don't have any comparison really. We can jump into the Cadillac after this lap, so I'm just gonna box and then that's it. So that is my opinion about AMS2 for the moment. Physics wise, driving, I need more experience, especially when it comes to building setups. I need way more time and experience in the game, but steering feels arcade-ish. If I have to do a ranking, it's F123, then AMS, then AC, then ACC, and then RF2. Put iRacing between ACC and RF2, or between AC and ACC. Actually, between AC and ACC. That is subject for review, though. I really consider the physics to be too easy to drive. Like, hypercar in RF2 takes like 15 laps to even stop spinning around, and it's not like this car is super easy to drive, but it's much more easier to, you know, to just get out and do laps, as you've seen with the Mercedes. We just came in. I like the way the pit stop is working. That needs exploration. So we return to pit box, exit. Yes, I'm quickly gonna have a look at the Cadillac. It's around here. And then, guys, we're gonna jump into R Factor 2 for daily races. Cadillac. Wanna see the sound of the Cadillac to judge now. Every time the symbol above the fuel nozzle starts to blink, stability control will kick in. I don't think I have a stability control on. Where to check? I don't want to talk fake news here, but I don't think I have that on. Stability control. Ah, is it in the car? Obviously, I don't know that. No, that's not a stability control that is enabled, that's the traction control. It's working then. How can I watch a replay? Because I want to hear the exterior sound of the car. I think this sounds better than the R Factor 2 car. Escape. You replay. And that's the last 5 minutes of this stream. Car looks very natural on the straights or on the tarmac, to be honest. I like that. Cars really, like on iRacing, goes over the straight. There's something about this TV sound, something that is a bit odd, but I can't really explain what it is. yeah, guys, I suspect you guys put tips and tricks down in the comments area below. I'm really appreciating all your inputs. I hope you understand that it's a bit overwhelming right now. Keep following the chat, exploring the game on my own to a little bit. But I will come back to this. I say it straight though. It's not going to be my favorite sim. Um, the sim in physics, personally to me, feels not deep enough. Like when you're used to R Factor 2, probably the level is pretty high in the first place, but yeah. I'll probably need to take a step back, just like F123, kind of accept the fact that this is not a 100% die-hard sim. It's more sim racing than F1. It's more sim racing than any other arcade game, but I think it lacks a good portion of realism and a good portion of in-depth physics simulation to make it a top-notch simulation. Yeah, but that is my thought there for the moment after checking out the Le Mans package. I will further explore the game. I will also plan on trying to host an event. I cannot promise this happening this week or next week. It may happen in February because I got a ton of projects ahead of me. But yeah, that is the outview. And guys, if you have appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe us on the YouTube channel. And most importantly, guys, if you have questions, if you want us to test things, if you want to give us hints, if you want to give us tips and tricks, how we can experience a better bit of that game, put it down in the comments area below. Get this discussion going, and I am happily coming back to this video, reviewing your comments, reviewing your suggestions, because obviously I want to be able to experience the full experience of this game, and I need your help for that for sure, especially from the guys that are playing this game more often than me. Stock, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So guys, that's gonna do it for AMS2. We are now jumping on R Factor 2 in in a moment. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching for the moment here. Stay tuned. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for your comments and interaction. Looking forward to see you here again. So guys, shut down the YouTube stream for a moment. We're gonna stay live on Twitch. And then we're gonna jump into R Factor 2 there in a minute. Yeah. For intermediate series. You guys are gonna look forward to this. So guys, bear with me for a moment. We be right back.